Chicken-lickin'.
Is this
We're
the...
closed, lady.
Who are you calling a lady, Buster?
Lady, I'm mopping up.
Bro, call me lady. One
What am
more.
I mopping with?
Bro, are you okay? Can you hear me?
A liquid.
Use some of that spick and span shit.
Spick and span?
Yes, my dude. Spick and fucking span. Just throw some fucking white shit in the water and clean again.
But it's clean.
Listen, dude, I don't care if you clean it or not. I'm supposed to be on the A Pinch of That podcast of A Pinch of
Hey,
Ram.
thanks, lady.
Listen here,
if
you
there's
son
anything
of
I could ever do for you.
Like I was saying, I'll be fine.
A Pinch of
My
That,
way to
the
Pinch of
podcast that helps you find where you're going.
Welcome to the 11th podcast.
What's the question?
Why didn't any of us go to the military?
Oh, I was going to go to the military
Why didn't you go?
because I used to hate the military.
I mean, wait, so you were gonna go because you hated it?
No, why didn't you go? I used to not like the military. Juan's struggling with the mic handling.
No, I haven't. It's a small learning curve. I'll get through it.
We'll eventually get a better equipment.
That might not work.
See, I timed it perfectly. I knew he was going to speak next.
That actually caught you. Yeah, it did work.
The first time.
I'm going to need you to shut up. I'm just kidding. What do you just want to catch Josh's eating sounds on the mic and just like, this isn't ASMR. You know what? ASMR would do good on YouTube.
You think so?
Well, we're an ASMR channel now.
You know when like the big trucks go in reverse and you just hear the beep, beep. Just put that on blast.
What? Oh, yeah.
You know which one?
Josh has a question.
Why didn't you go to the military, Rick?
It's all a bunch of lies.
No, it's not.
Next question, What about you, Juan? Why didn't you go to the military?
For obvious reasons. Next.
Can you please classify?
What are the obvious reasons?
The people out there don't know you.
Nobody knows Juan.
I
Not even Juan.
guess I could serve as the water boy.
General Waterboy.
The water boy in the military. Get your water. Next.
Get your damn water, Captain.
Next.
We're done out here.
No, we're done. Next.
Shit. I don't have a question. We haven't even technically started the podcast. Josh just had a question. This isn't how it's going to start. I want Josh to introduce the podcast. Josh hasn't been on here in a while.
You want me to do what?
I mean, I said we haven't started it yet.
I thought this was it.
What was it?
This is it.
All right.
This is terrible.
Juan has never introduced the podcast. It's your turn.
Fine. 5 seconds of room tone.
I don't know what that was.
Room tone.
There's no room tone. It's silent. You want to alert? I told you. It only catches your voices.
Okay. Well, how am I supposed to? What episode is this?
Episode 11.
We are on the 11th episode, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I was told
But
to say
I'm
this.
sure.
It's always.
You greet them and you beat them.
Pretty sure Family Guy is on right now. Go watch that instead.
Okay.
Gerardo is tired.
I have a pet peeve that I experienced the other day.
Juan didn't do it right.
Do what? The intro?
Yeah.
Okay. 11th or 10th? Which
11th.
One?
11.
Okay. We welcome to the 11th podcast. That's it. That's my intro. Next. Okay, take 15. Hello, audience. This is the 11th episode of. What's the name of the thing?
A pinch of that.
Pinch of that.
Episodes in, you don't know the name.
We keep changing it. It's not my fault. I don't
No,
get
it's
the
official
memos.
now. It's official.
I didn't get the
now.
memo.
The brand.
Cool. Okay. We have several topics to cover. We're joined here by our Indian friend.
Oh, okay.
No?
No, not that.
We're keeping it neutral?
Yeah.
We all Midwesterns somehow. I don't know.
Our friend from the Far East. Shut the fuck up.
We come from the east.
Oh.
West, right? Yeah. No, west. South or North India?
South.
Heard that?
Is that
so
good?
F off Northern people. I don't know. Northern Indians. Which one's the Christian one? Okay, take 16.
Facts with Josh.
Okay, this is the serious one. Okay, ready? Hello, wonderful people. No?
Random pause.
Oh, my bad. I got it. Hello, people. This is the 11th episode of the Pinch of That podcast.
That works.
Yeah, we're here. We're joined here by Josh, G, Rick, and me.
Him.
I don't give names here.
His name's
For
been
me.
said plenty of times. You know him.
My name?
Yeah.
Oh no, not my name.
His name's
Eduardo.
John.
Like
Juan.
17. Okay.
Dwayne.
Okay. Hello, everybody. This is the 11th episode of the Pinch of That podcast.
Nice. Just it was one.
That's the
Give me character.
character.
Yeah. Character development.
Wat? Ik ben Juan.
Be more exciting.
Ik ben ass whooping.
Fudge.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm always ready.
Hello, everyone. Today we have our 11th podcast of A Pinch of Random. Today we're going to be talking about a few topics, and we're here with our lovely, lovely guests, G, Rick, Juan, and me, Josh.
Oh no!
You're not guys.
We come with
Fuck.
regular.
Yeah.
I apologize.
When you have someone else introduce
I
the
have made a
podcast
mistake.
for you.
It's a little window into his mind. He thinks he owns this place now.
I have a pet peeve.
Proceed.
Pet peen?
So, the other day I was with a coworker eating lunch. Before we even got to eat our lunch, she tried to take her phone out.
Talking to the mic.
20 pictures of her food.
Come on, bro.
Anyway, but she took like 20 photos of her food, and like I couldn't even enjoy my food yet. I was about to dig in. She's like, no, wait, I gotta take it for the gram. And it was like really, like you gotta like take 20 of these to like get one right.
I think we already had a conversation that social media does take up a majority of our young people's lives.
I mean, this is ridiculous though. Like 20 pictures about, and then let's just post one, and then have a. It's ridiculous.
I just take a picture. I don't even post it.
Do you think
I
it's
just
gonna
like
get better or worse in the future?
Well, food's like food porn.
No,
Did you know that?
That's not my question. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, what was you? Do you think
That
it's
ended
gonna get
quickly.
worse or better in the future? Well, I don't think taking food pictures is bad.
It's not bad, but like some people don't care about
Well,
that.
with our new app coming out. I'm just kidding.
What about you, Juan? Do you have any pet peeves?
He didn't answer the question. Is it gonna get better or worse?
It can get worse. Because technology is getting better and better.
I think it's gonna reverse.
Do you think it's gonna get worse before it gets better?
It's gonna flip.
What?
You know,
I don't
hipsters
understand.
and all that. There's gonna be a point. I'm gonna give it like, I don't know, 10 years from now or maybe less, in which people like you are gonna be the majority. Like they're gonna fight back against social media. It's just like every, I don't know, 20 years, the future generation goes back to what, 2 generations ago did. Goes back and forth. So I think it's gonna die down.
So, have any of you guys heard any good music lately? Any good artists or songs?
I've been recently picking up with Adele again.
Adele, okay. Which one of her songs?
I don't fucking know, dude.
All right.
All of them are good. I was
Right,
like,
but-
hold on, I haven't listened to her in a long time, and then I started listening to it, and I was like, oh my god, it's been like 5 years since I've listened to this woman.
Right.
Since I was in high school.
I mean, to be fair though, like, do you think the new singers and artists are good, like better? Like, who else is out there right now? Is like popping up?
I don't know. Miley Cyrus is up there again.
Yeah,
Taylor
but-
Swift's up there again. Maybe I'm out of the loop. We're old.
You know,
Not even.
Actually, what's that guy's name who's married to Beyonce? Jay-Z. I haven't heard anything from Jay-Z lately. Drake hasn't posted anything yet.
No, not in a long time.
Jay-Z hasn't posted anything yet. Eminem has been. I haven't heard anything recently from him. It's more of the
Those are older rappers, though.
true, but still, you know.
The only thing I ever hear anything about are Lil something. And we've also had this conversation before.
So
With Josh, you're out of the loop.
you know,
You're fired.
like a loop, it comes back. That's what I did.
Somebody has to kill him now.
This man will not be in the podcast next time.
There's a lot of madness. There's a lot of madness over the Popeyes chicken sandwich. I saw this afternoon that some guy body slammed a grandma, like an old woman. Some guy just body slammed an old woman. And then I saw in the comments, it was like, that guy's gonna be killed. Someone's gonna find him later and just beat his ass out.
Now, I will say this. I've had the Popeyes chicken sandwich. I had the best damn chicken sandwich I ever had. No, let me tell you something. I've had a lot of chicken sandwiches in my time. I'm a connoisseur of the chicken. Okay? That chicken sandwich is damn good.
It's really good.
It's right.
I've had it.
Right.
And the spicy version too.
Bro, and they're big.
They're really good.
They're big.
The spicy version's better.
They're like the size of like a...
They're humongous.
Yes. And oh my God, the sauce is amazing. Chick-fil-A is out. That's it. This is the end of Chick-fil-A. I can say it now.
Most of the time I get like a soft outside coating to the chicken of the Chick-fil-A ones.
Mm-hmm.
But the Popeyes ones are like, without doubt, crispy on the outside.
Oh,
and it's a
every
perfect
time.
crunch.
Now, I will say this.
And a good bun.
Yeah.
It's a good bun.
No, it is greasy.
And the pickles are better. They got thick, what's it called? Like, they don't look like regular dill pickles from the store.
No, these pickles were picked straight from the Andes Mountain. There was a hard work into picking these. I can tell. There was struggle and turmoil. I'm only gonna say
We may be overhyping it, but I thought it was pretty good.
it is the best chicken sandwich so far that we've had.
From a fast food restaurant, yes.
Okay, I'll give you that one. What do
It's
you
the best
say?
fast food chicken sandwich.
I haven't tried it. I don't know. It looks overhyped.
Have you tried it, Ricard? Okay.
Unfortunate.
I don't care.
It's a life-changing experience.
The lines are dumb.
Now what you do is this.
But no, that just means it's the new Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is just a smarter parking space. Chick-fil-A has a smarter parking space.
I'll give you this. What you do is you go in a car.
You don't want to be part of the Creole community? Are you racist?
It's Louisiana.
Cajun.
It's just chicken sandwich. Chill out.
Do you hate Louisianians? Please expound.
Shut the hell up. Get that out of here.
You don't like the Louisiana chicken?
Do you hate
Kitchen?
Cajuns?
It's like any other chicken.
It hails from Louisiana.
Exactly. With 48, no, not 48, like it's 11 herbs and spices. Is that KFC? I think that's Louisiana, right?
That's KFC.
11?
11 herbs and spices is KFC.
I apologize. With
And KFC had the
with
chicken
Cajun
sandwich.
spices.
KFC had the chicken sandwich before Chick-fil-A.
No,
nobody said
now they're
anything
doing
about
the
it.
whole donut, bacon.
Yeah, but only in select states, not here.
That is unfortunate also.
I know it is. I think they have one in Austin or San Antonio or whatever.
Oh, no, I'm doing next week. Oh, man. But no, like, we like, overhype it, but for real, though, it's like a really good sandwich. Like, for value, for $1. Because
If you're hungry, you should go eat one. I ate 2 on the spot.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the new KFC hot wings?
What?
They're good. I tried them. Yeah. They're cheap for what they are. They don't fill you up, but they're good. They're not Wingstop. They're not.
Or they're like the buffet wings, remember the ones we had at the Chinese?
No, those weren't good.
What? You said they were good, you lying bitch.
I said they were good for a buffet.
I don't remember that one, but okay, I'll give it to you.
Any food that's good at a buffet, you can't give them anything. They make it like way beforehand.
They're fresh. They're cooked on the spot, man. Why do you think they hire all those cooks? They have to do it fast.
Right.
Ain't no buffet cook fresh.
Buffet is the cleanest place. Buffet is the least clean restaurant you'll ever go to.
Oh, you had two.
I have my own mic. Thank you very much.
It's not the most clean. It's the most dirtiest. Come on.
It is the most dirtiest.
You're talking about at least 100 people coming in and going, touching, grabbing.
That's every restaurant.
Some people don't even wash their hands. Just go in there.
That's
and start
every
grabbing
restaurant.
It. All right?
Yes, but at every restaurant, you don't go and grab your own food.
They make the food for you, and with gloves.
That's why they have sneeze guards, and people would just disregard those sneeze guards.
You're fooled by the government, I guess.
I was literally in a class for this. I took notes over different types of restaurants.
So you certified?
I'm serve safe food handler. Yeah.
By who?
By U of H.
Like the first two words.
But you can go online and certify yourself. But you have to be proctored by a manager from.
The question is, do you wash your hands?
You have to wash your hands to here.
The second question is, do you like to cook?
You wash your hands from your fingertips to your elbow.
Like a doctor now.
Like they come out with like this.
Yeah. Except we don't have to wear gloves.
You
We
have
don't-
to wear gloves.
Only at fast food.
Well, that's unfortunate.
And not even every fast food. I know some Whataburgers you don't have to wear gloves.
Hear that, anti-vax kids?
Get a handful of.
Only if sometimes the customer will just stand there and watch and be like, did you change gloves? And we'll be like, yeah, you watched me change my gloves. And it's just like, can you not? What the heck? This isn't a regular restaurant.
Wouldn't
I'm
like to
doing
be
my
a
job.
customer.
And then you spit in their food. Okay?
Oh, they sneezed. Look, spit.
Foot lettuce.
Have you ever watched someone have not watched? Well, you're supposed to not do anything, right? When someone has a seizure.
No, well, it depends. After they do it, you're supposed to like lay on their side so that the vomit goes out.
And you're supposed to call and
That's at first, and then second, third. It's a sequence of events.
You good? You good?
Yeah, because when they're jostling around like a fish on the floor, that's the perfect time to ask. Consent.
yeah, dude, it is technically consent.
No, once they're
Like if
the
they-
rule is once they are knocked out, it's applied consent. Have you guys ever witnessed someone like seizing in front of you or having some type of emergency action?
Yes, you had.
They were just dancing, but it freaked me out for a bit.
Oh, like, are you joking?
No, it's that's. They were doing the macarena. I can't.
Oh, yeah. Take the mic away from him.
No.
Can't even keep. He couldn't keep a straight face of that. On the last one, the 3 a.m. one, you were just like dying the whole time.
I was crying. Fart.
He shat. It was diarrhea.
I laughed for like 10 minutes. I was crying. I was literally.
He was literally crying from that joke that he told.
laughing at my own
Get
joke.
it out. Like, he was-
It was starting to hurt. Okay, so I was.
You can make as much sound as you want. It doesn't catch it. Let me help you.
What
There's
is that?
two sides.
Wrench.
I don't know. There's probably.
the guy being like, I ran the pillows there while I was farting.
The opening of the podcast, he was shitting himself. What? What did I miss?
What was my question?
I don't know.
Oh, right. I never said it. I wanted to. We kept changing topics. Do women just always think we have ulterior motives?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
They think every male is a predator.
I think up to a certain age. I don't think they do it before. Maybe I don't know. 17. After 17.
He has a mic, but he chooses not to talk into it.
Oh. What I have in my hand. Yeah. I think the more they were exposed.
He still chooses not to talk into it.
Because he's offering something. All right.
His crotch is getting the full.
You hear that?
That's the wrong head.
I will say that nowadays, like, girls, like, if you like do something nice, or if you just say something like to like, oh, you're looking good today, or great shoes or something, so I automatically think like, oh, he's trying to hit on me, or he's trying to like.
I mean, it's expected.
But you can't just like say something nice. Like nowadays, I don't say any compliments anymore. Like back in the day, I used to say like, oh, now we used to work. When I work, I'd be like, hey, you looking good today? Oh, nice sweater. Next day, they'd be like, does he like me? Why would he ask that? He never asked that. Like, why? I can't just say one thing and then that'd be the end of it. No, it has to be like a detailed story. What happened? It's ridiculous nowadays.
Well, sometimes someone just suddenly decides to look good, and then you want to compliment them on that. Just like girls compliment guys on that. And it's not like they're coming on to you. It's just like you decided to dress up that day. That's on you.
Guys take it differently though. Guys, like if a girl's like, you looking good, like okay, I know, looking fresh, it's a difference. With girls, like you can't. Honestly,
Yeah, like we don't always put effort into it. Okay, we just wake up like this. Sorry.
yeah, ain't that some shit? Oh, tell
Some
me
of us
about
put
it.
in a little more effort than others.
I try.
Richard
how's that
has
working
like
for you?
4 girlfriends.
Pretty good.
It's okay.
You asshole.
I used to believe that if you put the effort in, girls are like, oh, look at that, he's putting the effort in, he's trying. And then now it's just like, if you just show up, like, oh, he has mystery. I like that. No.
Can you talk into the damn mic, please, dude?
Yeah, I can.
It's not even that bad.
Really?
Yeah, look.
It's better
It's
than
like a decent thing.
It's better than nothing.
It's an unfortunate world we live in.
Because it's not fair.
No, you're right. No, you're right.
It's less fair than it usually is.
I mean, you can argue.
Or no. Less fair than it used to be.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Back when we were in high school, it was easier. Is that just high school?
No,
Back
that's
when it
high school.
wasn't.
No, high school because they seem less. They're seen less. They feel less. They are.
It's easier to impress people when you're younger. But yeah, when you get older, it's just like
They are exposed.
they're more cynical.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. I'm having a conversation with myself according to this. Telling you talking to them, it took me like it's just nothing but me talking to myself. No one responding to. Fuck off, dude.
Isn't that always?
This man is crazy.
Like who is he? Like
Right? Yeah. No. Yeah. And it's just silence. Oh.
He's bipolar.
Right?
when they're older, they become more cynical. What's that? Remember that quote?
They become pessimistic and just
Yeah, because they're exposed to more failure, more bad stuff.
more relationship failures.
Saw that whole thing that happened.
What thing?
I didn't know that this was gonna happen. that that it wasn't gonna pick up.
I wasn't gonna pick anything up at all.
Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna be like that good.
Where'd you go?
Why would I lie to you?
Do you think it's harder to get with girls?
Okay, finish that sentence first. Is it harder to get with girls? Okay. You mean in a
Dates.
relationship?
In a
That's a better way to put it, my friend. Is it easier to get to be in a date to go on a date with someone now or then?
I don't know. I don't think so because there's more ways to meet people. A lot more ways to meet people.
There's a lot more people, a lot more ways to meet people.
So I guess it's right by that it's easier. In numbers it's easier, but in practice
Statistically, it's easier.
Yeah, but in practice maybe not.
Your chances are higher statistically. Also, the chances are higher that they're gonna cheat on you.
No, but
One step at a time.
Okay, yeah. One problem at a time.
no, my point is that I feel like it's easier. No, it's harder for guys like us to get a girl.
What does that mean? He's speaking for himself, but let's hear his side of the story.
No, because I feel like you guys won't just date any type of girl, would you? Okay.
Everyone has their
You
particular.
have a type, but you aren't going for the girls that go for parties, the girls that go drinking, that goes to.
But
that
those
do
type of
drugs.
girls aren't looking for relationships.
No, but those are the ones that usually get into a relationship.
And how long do those relationships last?
But that's the thing, though. They get into a relationship. Yeah. Sometimes
How good are those relationships for them?
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about that they're getting into relationships compared to us. 'Cause me personally, I'm not looking for someone who's going into parties and all that stuff. No,
People like party people even like find people who want to be in relationships, and they go to parties together.
No, like me specifically. I don't no parties, no drinking, no alcohol.
Yeah, but that's like older people
No.
because they know
Yeah,
most.
but I'm not
most,
old.
most of it.
So who am I gonna find?
We are old. We're like 20.
Like who am I gonna find at my
Yeah.
age that doesn't like to go out to drink, to smoke, do drugs or parties?
When she's 30,
No one in here. You gotta move out of the city, brother.
So you see, I'm not gonna find someone until I'm 35.
Let's go to rural Woodlands, rural Spring, Texas.
So I'm screwed. Single for life.
no, because it's just like there's people.
I'm single for life if you give up that easily.
I'm gonna be a cat guy.
This turned into a therapist session.
I'm gonna be a cat guy.
If if you're thinking this way, there's a chance that there's a girl nearby that's also thinking this way. Yeah, that's true. That's the tricky part. But you, yeah. I mean, it's out there. She's out there.
She's out there, but I'm not gonna
But
find her. She's not going out.
yeah.
I'm not going out.
The hard part is to find her.
Like, I'm not going out. She's not going out. We're not gonna find each other. So like, we're both screwed.
What about the girls that call themselves free spirits? Do you believe in that?
What does that mean?
Like I've heard I heard a girl say like, oh, I don't date anybody, or oh, I don't date. I'm a free spirit. I don't know what that.
What does that mean? Define free spirit, my friend. Hold on.
She don't belong to anybody.
Generation.
Define free spirited.
No, free. I'm saying because I heard girls like, oh, I'm fluid, or no, like I'm not like that. No, it's not gender fluid. It's dating fluid. That doesn't sound right either.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, but I heard free. Like
Not
Huh?
constrained by convention.
Yeah. She's loose.
No, free spirited girl who stands up for
Hey-ho.
herself.
I mean, if you want to call it something different, go for it. But it doesn't change what it is.
Free spirited means making
Like-
decisions for yourself.
What's it called?
That's not what it means in this.
That's what it
What's the word
says.
for
In any
prostitution?
context. They're just
They
using it wrong.
say- What did they say now? Social work? No, not social work.
Sexual work.
No. They say for
Ah.
sex workers. They say sex work. I think or something.
Sex workers.
Instead of prostitution or prostitutes, they say sex
No,
work
sex
now.
workers involve.
Sex.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Sex workers
No, you're
includes.
not
Sex workers include strippers too.
no.
But they don't have sex.
It's just a thin line.
Yeah.
No, but it includes them.
But like I said, they can be calling themselves, free spirited, but they're just going around sleeping with people.
Yeah, that it says here people often associate free spirits with flighted people who can't commit to anything or anyone.
Yeah, but this I mean a lot of girls that
I've never met a free spirit.
I think what they are is what they're called. See, no.
If you're not, if you can't see the free spirit in your group, maybe you're the one.
What I think it is they're the new generation of hippies. Because if you think about hippies, they were like, oh no, man, it's all about enjoying everybody's
But
love.
they
and all
called
that
free
crap.
spirit hippies free spirited back then too.
Right, but they called it hippies. That's a free spirit back in the day. You don't look for a relationship, you just smash and go. And then now it's just a free spirit.
It makes it easier to do it if the label's nicer. Fix the packaging doesn't
Sir, what do you
mean that there's something bad
Officer,
on
it
it.
wasn't murder.
You don't have to be virtuous.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what it is now. To have sex, you have to be virtuous. That's what it was. You have to be in a relationship. You have to be committed to someone, love them,
Okay.
or married.
It's treated like there's less importance in sex and all that.
What do you mean?
Like if somebody sleeps around, they don't do it because they want to commit to that person. They do it because it's just a fun activity. They don't see it as back then. It might have had more importance. Now it doesn't have that those consequences and that weight to it.
There's consequences to having sex.
Well, here's my thing. What about, do you believe that so there was a study saying that people don't have sex anymore. They were,
Okay.
no, let me finish. They're saying, we state that, mind sex, where it's like they both put their foreheads together. I'm not even joking. They put their foreheads together and sync their brains together, and they both,
There's no way it's then.
it's an
big.
actual thing that they don't, like, there's no kissing, there's nothing like that. That's an actual thing. If you see like this, I've seen like couples. No. I've seen couples.
That's the least interesting kink I've ever heard.
They don't like they're about to go in for a kiss, but they both turn their heads and put their foreheads together and just sit there for like a good 10 minutes. 10 minutes and just sit there. I don't know what they're doing. I thought they're probably in trance or something. Then they just like release. I don't know. It's an actual thing. I've seen it in
You
person.
just gets up, people shake your pants and walk away.
It's like just on the more wholesome note, the thing about syncing up, just brought up so apparently you can sync your heartbeat with someone else.
Who's
which
near
I
you,
just
right?
thought it was pretty cool.
Who's near you, right?
I don't know, but it's something about like
They have to
you
be
have to
near
hold
you.
hands, look into each other's eyes and like breathe at the same time. I don't know, but
It's a cheat code.
you can sync your heartbeat with someone else, which I just thought was pretty cool.
The cheat codes
I would
of
hate to
life.
date an athlete then.
Why? Oh.
Fast
Yeah.
heart rate.
Like you're just sleeping and then your heart rate blows up out of nowhere.
Can you imagine like hey, babe, this thing heart rate? It's like the middle of the night, wakes up.
What if your partner dies?
No, it'll only like
What did
sync
you
it
do
up for
with
that
it-
moment.
with that
after.
person?
Okay, what if you sync it up while they're dying?
Then why would you do that?
And you're just holding
That was-
hands and you're breathing together. What's the problem?
That was a
And you're
Black
just like, they
Mirror
die in your head.
episode. When some guy hooked himself with, well, it was to the mind of their patient so they could better analyze, what they were feeling.
Did you know that's a game?
What?
That preface.
Okay, that's a game?
Yeah. No, it's called To the Moon.
I never heard of it.
It's a guy. Well, these doctors go into these guys' head. Well, people who are dying, they go into their head, like, with
Yeah.
the machine.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And they accomplish their dying wish. Whatever they wanted to not accomplish before they die.
That's
So
right.
they can die peacefully.
Well, in Black Mirror, the guy gets addicted to pain and it gets a rush out of it, and
Jesus.
he starts murdering people. It's a beautiful story. You were gonna say
Is it touching? Touching?
I am disturbed. Either way, though, like I feel like nowadays they've overcomplicated the whole concept of sex. Now it's like,
Or love?
well, yeah, that anything now. Because like now
Or
it's like, there's
relationships.
so many different things you can use, so many things that you can like try out. There's a lot of like new age stuff you can do. I'm being serious. Like if you look,
Hey, baby, you want to have some of that new age sex?
it's like Sex 2.0, the update.
Give me the old Vietnamese fusion, baby.
Yeah, that's some BS. You can't sync with someone. I mean, maybe.
Oh, you
like,
can sync your periods cycle. Yeah, women. I was gonna say girls, but they're full
So
on
can men
women.
sync their erections? I mean,
All right, let's try it.
Alright, this is where we're going.
continue next time outside the house.
And that concludes this part.
I mean, we might as well just say. I mean, what? What girls can only do? We can't. What can the guys do? What can we sing together?
Okay, no. This took a turn really fast.
I'm just saying.
I'm not saying anything.
Just saying. Oh,
It's
man,
pretty cool, bro.
It's tough nowadays. I feel like being a guy nowadays is tough. All right.
No,
yes,
it's
it is.
not.
Yes, it is. All right.
How is it not?
Being
Hold on, how is it not? Why is it not tough being a guy?
Because what's tough about it? Like what do you
Constantly
what do you have to complain about?
Okay, constantly pressured to be the first one to approach a girl.
Then go for it.
That's no one pressures a girl every single day to do that. They pressure a guy every single day to
They
do
do
it.
not pressure
No,
you every
yes, they
single
do.
day.
You-
They're
people
not like
do.
constantly, hey,
People
you,
do.
random guy, go ask that girl out. You
Some-
have to initiate it. No one's ever telling
And
you
then
that.
some guys are humiliated because those girls would say, "Well, you never said anything about it." And then there's people who are mistaken
Look at
for
in the
for
bright
sex.
side.
People who are mistaken for sexual predators when they were just walking behind someone.
Look at it in the bright side. If all guys were to take the initiative, then they build confidence,
We
right?
disregarded the bad.
Then you build confidence because you're the one initiating it. You're the one having to do all the work. So, good for you.
Are you saying the guy should always be doing the
I
work?
never said that.
You did.
I didn't.
You said every guy should get confidence and do the work.
I did not say that.
Okay, what did you say?
I said that not every guy is being pressured every single day to go ask a girl out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're
that's not
telling
what
those
you
guys
said.
to just buck up?
No, but I'm saying that if that's the case,
Okay.
then go for it. What do you have to lose? Simple no.
You should be telling yourself.
So yeah, you're just telling
I
them
don't
to.
want to date.
Yeah,
anyone.
you're just telling those guys.
I don't want to date. That's why I'm not doing it.
with you?
If I wanted to date, if I wanted to talk to someone, I would go up to them. It's
You're
what I
telling
did
those
in high
guys to
school.
just buck up.
In a sense, yes.
You can't do that to all of those guys.
Why not?
That's why some of those guys become
Incels.
incels.
Okay.
Because of people who are like you who tell them to just buck up.
No, I feel like it's much more of their parents' fault.
No,
Yes.
most of them are
Because-
rejected by
because-
society, quote unquote. And then,
No.
but that's
No,
on
the
them.
whole
They
thing
chose to be incels.
The whole thing about being rejected by society and being an incel, I believe, has to do much more with your parents than it does having to do being rejected by a girl. Because it's your parents that teach you how to interact with someone. It's your parents that teach you how they teach you what's appropriate. They're not going to be like, oh, this is. Well,
I would agree with you, but like most of their families are different. Like they don't have the same parents.
exactly. That's why it's the parents' fault. It's not the girl.
No. If you're talking about them, right? Like
I'm saying that it's the parents' fault.
no, that would be. I would agree with you
producing
if
an
all
insult.
of them had a certain type of parents, but they all have a large, diverse set of parents. So that can be the common denominator between their
But
behavior.
I'm saying it is because if the
I'm
parents
done.
were all the same, then that would mean either we would have all incels and then all those who aren't incels.
No, you're attributing their behavior to their parents, right? You're saying
Because of the parents, yes.
hold on, stop moving the no, but they have different kinds of parents and they
Yes.
all act the same way. So how can you blame the
not all the
parents?
parents act the same. Every parent teaches you
no.
something different.
That's why.
And that's why we have incels.
No,
It's like
it's like I'm saying that you know what I'm getting at, right?
am on his side.
They have different kinds. They all have the same behavior,
they-
but they have different kinds of parents.
But
So
no,
how
no,
can
no.
you
Okay,
blame the
what
parents?
I'm saying is that they do not have the same behavior.
What, the parents or the
The incel.
That's what
They do
they
not
do have. That's why they're
they
called incels, because
don't.
you categorize them.
No. So
a
what you're
certain
saying
way.
is that they're already an incel.
No, I'm not blaming the parents. I think there's other
No, they're already the person who they are, but they're choosing to be.
But I'm saying that the reason that they are who they are is because of their parents. So they
No.
became an incel
because they all
because
have
their
different parents.
taught.
If they
You do not get it.
That's just your argument.
No, you don't get it. No, okay, so no.
Listen.
So you're saying
You already said something.
that an incel is an incel, right? So they're there, and that they choose to be that way, regardless of their teaching of the parents.
if you're gonna blame the parents, then all of these incels, people that have those what?
No, you can
Oh, that behavior, they would have something in common, like parents-wise. Their parents would be a certain way, but that's not the case. No, it's not. That's what I'm getting at. They all have diverse households. So, that
Well,
can't-
yes, they all have diverse households,
Then
but
that wouldn't
their
be the
parents are still bad parenting.
No, some
But
are-
it-
Their
okay,
parenting
listen.
They're not doing a good job at
Bro,
parenting.
Listen. It doesn't matter if they're doing a bad job at their parenting or not. They could have the best parents ever, and they would still be incels.
Some do.
But listen, people like incels exist, and they don't call themselves incels, but they choose to be called incels. They can
What?
stop whenever they want.
You just said
It's just a label.
My point is,
People are like them.
some
Normal people, quote unquote, normal.
the same thing with criminals. Some criminals have like the best parents ever, but they somehow, I mean, some of the shooters, right, have good parents and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Good lives.
Yeah, and others.
They're neglected by the
No, that's the thing. Some have
They're
like
not.
genuine good parents. Others don't even have parents, and it's like it's diverse enough to not attribute any, they can be the
parenting.
no. Ricardo, what I'm trying to say is they don't. If that was the case, if it was all because of the parents, then all the parents from those people would behave the same way or have the same characteristics. But they don't. Some are single parents. Others have two parents that've been married for years. Others have parents that are divorced. It's diverse enough that you can attribute their singular behavior to their parents because their parents have very little in common. In fact, they have more in common with people of like parents of regular people than they do with other incels.
I think you're looking at it the wrong way. You're trying to attribute.
Because you're blaming the parents.
I'm blaming the bad parenting.
No, I think
The parents, no, they do not have something in common. Well, they do. The bad parenting. It's the bad parenting that they have in common. Them individually, though, they do not share similarities. Yes, you can be single parent.
What?
Yes, you can be a couple. Yes, you can be divorced. But it's not them individually.
Can I-
It's the bad parenting that causes all this.
Do you think you're very similar to your siblings, like completely?
In some aspects.
But in other ways, you're different. You feel
Yeah.
yeah, and you're under the same under the same roof with the same parents, but you act differently. Same with other
Yeah,
people.
but because we got different parenting styles though, because what they taught my sister is not what they taught me.
Exactly.
Different parenting styles.
Okay. Then if
What
they're
are your
different,
points?
you can attribute their parenting if they're all parenting differently.
I'm saying it's bad parenting that leads to incels and all that stuff.
No, because some criminals. I'm not talking about. I'm bringing this among all criminals, not just the incels. They have.
They're not criminals.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, okay, yeah, okay. You go ahead.
If you count harassment,
Go ahead.
If you
Yeah.
count harassment as a crime, then.
Go ahead.
Anyways, they have different kinds of parents. Some have good parents. Others have a single mom. And it's different enough to not find any real trend. I could be wrong though.
We could both be wrong.
Yeah, but I don't think because some people. Some of them have siblings that end up okay.
Because they get taught different things. Like my sister, they taught her mostly to
We don't want to hear about that.
help people, to help around the house and do that stuff. For me, it was much more of go do labor.
That could be a
and
gender
stuff.
thing, not necessarily.
With my brother, it's still parenting, yeah. And with my brother, for me, it's much more do labor work.
Wait.
My younger brother, though, they don't make him do much.
Okay, so if it's a gender thing,
I didn't
Then
say it
that-
was a gender thing.
oh, so the both
Oh,
genders
no.
are treated the same.
No.
So
What's
there's
your point?
So there's a difference of how the genders are treated in the house.
Yeah. So
There you go. And you said there were the men. Who said that? You men have it harder now.
Yes.
yes,
Could it be because they're parented more poorly than women?
it could also be.
There you go. Case closed.
I
win.
What? It didn't close anything.
Because then maybe they are treated poorly in that respect.
Bad parenting.
Exactly.
So
Then-
you're agreeing with me
Then
now.
guys are
Bad
treated
parenting.
Just so I can win the other argument? Yeah.
I don't think you're winning the other argument.
Yes, I am.
No, because then it's bad parenting that you're agreeing with.
What?
You're trying to make the connections too.
Oh, I'm like, what are you
Like
looking
where?
at? No. You know what I'm getting at least? Because they're treated differently.
Because different parenting styles. Like even with your own children, you have a different parenting styles because each children is not the same.
Between genders.
Even in genders too.
Okay, I want you to decide here. Between the two genders or among the genders?
Between or among?
What I'm trying to say is if you treat the genders differently, then they receive different attentions, and one can argue that the poor attention towards men leads to bad behavior, criminals and all that stuff.
Okay.
Because you could agree that in general guys are punished a little bit more severely, or they're held up on I don't know. No, that's not true. Well, I don't know, because I'm trying to argue, the whole tough it up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That could be an attribute of why men tend to be,
That is a big cause of mental health issues with guys.
There you go. And he was just arguing about that.
We can agree with that.
Possibly, yeah. That men are treated poorly, even though it's not agreed on by the majority. Could be because of that, the way they're treated.
It tends to be the whole reason, yeah.
Anything to add, guys?
Y'all
agree or something?
That's it. I'm done. I don't have anything to say.
It's, I'll give you my example. With especially in the Indian culture, the way they raise and with girls and guys over there is, with girls, it's they don't need to do any work. Hey, just as long as you look skinny, don't do much, and you don't do anything stupid, you can get married off to anybody. Well, guys have to basically run the whole, you be a doctor with all this type of stuff, and then you can only marry that girl. That's the two differences.
This is America.
Yeah, it's very different in Western
that's
culture.
But culture is still
exactly.
Culture is
still here.
right.
No.
Yes. What do you mean? They call America the melting pot.
Can I ask you a question? You live in America, right? But what do you do? The way you act, the way you talk, and the way you live, it's all Hispanic, isn't it?
Because I'm a first generation.
Because
That doesn't matter the point.
By the third, By the third
Yeah, we
generation,
bring our-
you abandon that.
We bring our heritage with us.
Yeah, because I'm recent. I'm fresh.
I'm fresh off the.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. You telling me that whenever you raise your kids, you're gonna teach them the same things and values? You're gonna be 100% American? No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not American.
Yes.
You're gonna.
I'm
this,
good.
There's gonna be 1 inch. There's gonna be 1 inch. There's gonna be one. There's gonna be. There's gonna be. There's gonna be a hint of your culture.
That's what you're gonna inherit.
Anyway, you can't say that. You're not gonna. Your culture travels.
You said yourself.
Jealousy. That's all that it is.
Jealous of the old 1 inch. Give him the old 1 inch punch.
Bruce Lee knew what it was about. I got nothing to say.
Dynamic.
Bruce Lee knew how to use it.
Tell me why Asia is the most popular country. Tell me why.
Free Hong Kong.
Okay, so you're saying there's
Hold on. Hold on.
elements in culture. Okay.
Can we end it here? Can I not have to listen for an hour of this?
All right, we're cutting it short.
We have 50. We have an hour of this.
We're cutting it short. Thank you for listening. See you next week. Bye.